What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing a beer from Grimm Artisanal Ales, and they are out of Brooklyn, New York, and this is their first anniversary Triple India Pale Ale. So this is a triple IPA that comes in 11% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in the time of review. This can is just over 1 month old. So they released this for the first anniversary of their Brooklyn Brewery and Tap Room, which I believe opened up in June of 2018. So this beer was released in late June of 2019, and they decided to do a triple IPA at 11% alcohol by volume, and they actually hopped this to the tune of 11 pounds of hops per barrel, and then they triple dry hopped this one with Mosaic, Cashmere, and Nelson Sauvin hops. So yeah, crazy big beer here. It's just over a month old. I like to drink my triple IPAs around a month old. So well, like 3 to 5 weeks old, 3 to 6 weeks old, depending. And I'm hoping that this is pretty delicious. I've seen a couple people that I know really enjoy this one. So yeah, let's give it a pour. Wow, that is not like super hazy. I thought this would be like a big murky, crazy beer, and it is not. I mean, it's murky, don't get me wrong, but it's not like so many of these beers I'm drinking. So that's like straight up deep orange color. It is, it's murky, it's turbid, but it's not like super like, milky looking or anything. Has about a half finger of an off-white head, pretty creamy looking. Yeah, that looks nice. You know what, when I was pouring it, it looked a little bit more filtered, but in the glass. While that head actually is now like a light tan now as I swirl it, so a little bit different. Anyways, good nose. Wow, that's intense. Getting a little bit of toasted coconut from that cashmere. Wow. White grape and white wine from the Nelson, definitely distinct. Usually when I drink a Nelson beer, I pretty much get the white wine, white grape. A lot of people say gooseberries and whatnot, but yeah, that's what I'm getting right now. A little bit of like a blueberry from the Mosaic. Blueberry, raspberry, like kind of a blend of berries. There's this big herbaceous dankness too. A little bit of like straight up marijuana vibes in this one. Has a nice weed component, not like weeds you pull, as a Matt over Massive Beer Review say, not as weeds you pull, but like actual weed. I'm definitely getting like a honey characteristic, probably from the malt. I don't know if they're using honey malt, but I just get such a big sweetness from 11% malt bill that I could perceive it as to be like honey. Yeah, it smells really good and super intense. So let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Definitely boozy. Not overly boozy. But I can tell this is a bigger beer. I wouldn't guess necessarily 11, but definitely 9, 10 range. It's really nice though. That honey carries over. Like there's a sweet honey character here. It's like you took like a handful of, like a fruit bowl. You took like a handful of berries. You threw some pineapple in there, some grapes, and maybe like some coconut slices, and then you just drizzled honey over top of it. That's kind of what I'm getting in the taste, which I think that sounds pretty tasty actually, and it is. Body on this one is a bit thin for 11%, but I've mentioned this before when it comes to triple IPAs, I don't care. The body is really just doesn't matter to me in triple IPAs. I prefer them to be thin because it enhances the drinkability. I don't want it usually to be thick and syrupy. And this isn't. This is probably like higher side of medium, lower side of full body. And the mouthfeel has a nice soft, smooth component to it, not really creamy. There's definitely carbonation here to let you know it's a beer. But yeah, basically that tasting note of like honey drizzled fruits, yeah, to a T in the taste. I finish this to the sweeter side of things, but I feel like there's a dryness coming from the beer that's from the alcohol. I feel like there's an alcohol dryness because there is alcohol on the palate. It's not like super astringent, but it's there. It's not like not getting like vapors into the nose and whatnot. Vapors. I'm getting just like a little bit of astringency on the palate. Like I can tell there's booze in this one. The funny thing is, even though that astringency on the palate would indicate there is a bigger alcohol, I'm not really getting like much into the chest or the stomach, which is odd. It's pretty easy to drink despite the booze factor. Really nice flavors to this one, and I think it's appropriate first anniversary triple IPA. I think they did a pretty damn good job. Drinking this one just over a month old, I probably should have bought a couple cans of it to drink it, fresh, super fresh, like maybe a couple weeks old at the most, and then drink one maybe around 5-6 week mark. But I like to wait. When I buy a single can, I like to wait till like the 3-4 week mark, and right here we're just over a month old, and it's still, it's still drinking extremely well, like super well. So yeah, I'm digging this one. Rating for the first anniversary Triple India Pale Ale from Grimm, I'm going to give this a low 4.25 out of 5. I'm going to go 4.2 out of 5. I think it deserves it. I would like to see the booze to this one. I guess a lot of us are spoiled when it comes to the triple IPAs. Like I drink so many other half triple IPAs that are, 10.5%, and they taste like they're, 2 or 3 points lower. This one kind of drinks like around 10.5. Now I'm thinking about it. So close to 11. So it doesn't hide the alcohol extremely well. But I do like the flavor characteristics in this one. I do like the thinner body. The mouth feels solid, but not crazy or anything. If you've had this one, let me know what you think about it, because I think it's a pretty damn good beer. Price and availability, wherever you get Grimm. I know Grimm gets a lot of distribution, or has in the past. I don't know how many of their beers that are brewed in Brooklyn get outside of New York. We get them in the Western New York area. I want to say value on this one, it's decent. I want to say I paid $5.99 for that can, which $6 a can is tough, but this is 11% beer. 11 pounds per barrel of hops, 3 big hops, triple dry hop, the whole 9. $6. I think it's good value for what you're getting, at least in my opinion. I'd like to see this more in like the 5 range, like $20 a 4-pack. But it is what it is. So I think the value is decent, the availability is decent, and it's a really damn good beer. I enjoy this one. Just wish the booze was knocked down a bit, and I do wish that. I wish the booze was knocked down a bit. I wish the mouthfeel was a little bit better. But as is, can't really complain. So 4.2 out of 5 for Grimm, first anniversary Triple India Pale Ale. If you guys have had this one, let me know what you think about it. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review. To the next one, cheers.